Welcome to Read With Me, Mrs. D. My name is Ivrielle Dworkis, and I am a school-based speech and language therapist. I have 12 years of experience working with children who are in preschool all the way up through 8th grade. I love helping students build their articulation, fluency, and language skills. And I also improve their reading skills. Yes, reading. What does speech therapy have to do with reading anyway? Well, there are lots of skills children need to develop before they can even begin learning how to read words. Number 1, attention and memory. These are skills that they will need to be able to focus on the books that they're reading and remember what it is that they've read. Vocabulary. They need to know and understand the words on the page. This helps with comprehension of the story. Did you know that by kindergarten, most children should be using and understanding about 10,000 words? Phonological skills. These are skills like rhyming, understanding that each letter has a different sound, how to blend the sounds together, separate the words into their sounds, and this skill helps especially with spelling. These skills are vital for children, which is why here I am to help. Parents have told me that their children really have no interest in books and they don't really know how to get started. So today we will talk about great books that you can use to start reading with your children. You can actually start reading these kinds of books as soon as your child is born. When you read to your children, they begin to associate reading time with spending quality time with you. They look forward to this time and they learn to love reading too. I'm going to talk a little bit about the benefits of reading an actual book versus watching a video of that book being read. So we want to encourage children to interact with the pages. When you're looking at a screen, that attention comes really easily. It's engaging, they're staring at the screen just like they would be watching TV, but they're not really attending to the content. They're probably watching it and nothing's really sinking in, so you want to really use an actual book to sit and read. When you're reading, you can pause and ask questions with your children. You can look at different parts of the pages. You can interact with them, have them turn the pages with you. And these are also good for building skills such as waiting your turn, waiting until that page is done. And if you have multiple children, giving them each a turn to turn the page. And this is a great way, again, to get your kids to love reading. Here's the book, Brown Bear, What Do You See? By Bill Martin Jr., illustrated by Eric Carle. Brown bear, what do you see? Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. I like to do voices. It keeps the kids really engaged. Red bird, what do you see?
I see a yellow duck looking at me.
Yellow duck, what do you see?
I see a blue horse looking at me.
Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see?
I see a purple cat looking at me. Ribbit.
Purple cat, what do you see?
I see a white dog looking at me.
White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Ruff. Black sheep, what do you see?
I see a goldfish looking at me.
Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us.
That's what we see.
Here's why I think this book is so great. It teaches your kids about colors, some really early language, colors and animals. And the repetition in the words are super amazing to get your kids learning the words, being able to read the story with you. As your child hears this book 4, 5, 6, 10 times, however long it takes, you can actually stop part of the way through the sentence and let them finish it. Blue horse, what do you? And they should say see after a bunch of readings. I see a green frog looking at. By pausing and letting them finish. Again, this is another tool to engage them into reading the book with you, and also gets them learning that vocabulary and being able to participate in reading, which is something that happens in preschool. They do books, so you got to get them ready, right? The next book I'm going to show you is called Buzz Buzz Baby by Katz. And this book is great because it's a lift the flap book. Babies and kids get to participate in reading. They get to open things and pick things up, and it's really engaging. Here we go. Buzz Buzz Baby. Baby is looking for bugs. What will Baby find? What are those hiding on the windowsill? Lots of little ladybugs. Look at all these ladybugs. And for the older kids, you can count. Let's count the ladybugs. How many do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow, 13 little ladybugs. What does Baby see behind the leaves? Let's open. Whoa, look, cute crawling caterpillars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's climbing up the web? Let's see. Eek! An itsy bitsy spider. What is buzzing in the garden? Let's open it. Busy, busy bees. Buzz, buzz. How many bees do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some critters are marching across the picnic table. What are they? Teeny tiny ants. Hello, ants. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's almost time for bed. What does Baby see glowing in the sky? Flickering fireflies. Night, night, fireflies. When you're counting, you can read, you read the book and you do the counting. You don't expect a baby to do the counting, right? So you're showing them how to do it. By pointing each finger, they're attending to the pictures, and they're also watching you count. Here's another thing that I really love about this book is not only does it have the fun flaps, which are super engaging, but it includes all of these awesome and important spatial concepts that your child needs. So who's hiding on the windowsill? What does Baby see behind the leaves? Who's climbing up? Right, so these are these really great spatial concepts that kids need. In the garden, across the picnic table, in the sky. The next book that we're gonna read is called Dear Zoo. And this book is great because it's a pop-up book. Again, the goal here is to engage your children in reading, engage them into books, and this is a great way to do it. It's something fun and different, not just words. I wrote to the zoo to send me a pet. They sent me an elephant. He was too big. I sent him back. So they sent me a giraffe. He was too tall. I sent him back. So they sent me a lion. He was too fierce. I sent him back. So they sent me a camel. He was too grumpy. I sent him back. So they sent me a snake. He was too scary. I sent him back. So they sent me a monkey. He was too naughty. I sent him back. So they sent me a jumping frog. He was too jumpy. I sent him back. So they thought very hard and sent me a doggy. Ruff, ruff. He was perfect. I kept him. Here's another reason why I love this book so much. Because it is an early story. There's an actual sequence, an order. So when your child is older, you can even have them retell it to you. What did the kid get first from the zoo? First, he got an elephant. Then he got a giraffe. After that, he got the lion. Then he got the camel. Then he got a snake. Ooh, scary. Then he got a monkey. Then a frog. And finally, he got the dog. So this is a sequence. This is great for preschoolers. The next book I'm going to share with you is Happy Hippo, Angry Duck by Sandra Boynton. Hello, little person. How are you today? Is your mood quite terrific or only okay? Are you happy as a hippo or angry as a duck? Maybe sad as a chicken? Can you sadly say cluck, cluck? Are you grumpy as a moose or excited as a dog? Worried as a rabbit or contented as a frog? Perhaps like a pig, you are sweetly amused. Or perhaps like a cow, you're completely confused. Moo? You might feel that somehow you've lost all your fizz, or you're frazzled like a frazzled thing. I'm not sure what it is. Well, I hope you are happy, but if you are not, you have friends who will help you. We like you a lot. And a difficult mood is not here to stay. Everyone's moods will change day to day. Unless you're that duck. He's always this way. Sandra Boynton books are great because they're funny, they're super engaging. Kids love them. The colors and the drawings, they're very interesting to children. And this book especially talks all about feelings and emotions, which is something that in this time period we're all super important for our kids to learn, right? All of our feelings, how you're feeling. We're doing social emotional learning in school. This is a good introduction to those feelings. So when you're reading to your child, you want to read the same book lots of times, more times than you think you should. The kids love it. It's something they look forward to. They start expecting what the words are. They know the story. They want to read it with you. Sometimes they'll read it to you as they get older. It's really important to have that repetition so that children can learn the vocabulary. I'd start identifying some of those sounds, and you'll read these books to your children. They'll come back to them year after year because there's ways that you'll read them differently to a baby than you would read to a 3-year-old. You'll start asking questions, and I'm going to show you next time how to read the same books that we just read, but make it a little bit more challenging. Get your children more engaged in the story and how to have them participate in the actual reading of the book. So thank you so much, and I really look forward to reading with you and teaching you how to read to your children.